Good morning and welcome back to another morning mobility session. As always, this is 20 to 30 minutes of gentle mobility designed for seniors, but open to anyone who wants to move their body a little bit, maybe get ready for exercise, or just work on improving your mobility gradually over time. If you're ready, we'll go ahead and get started with our first mobility exercise. This is going to be for neck mobility, and we're going to do half neck circles. This is a little more friendly on the neck than a full head circle. I'm going to start by looking directly to the side and then start to do a semicircle with your eyes, end up on the other side, and then come back, looking up at the ceiling, and then directly back at the side. Repeating it nice and slow. Might feel a little stretch in the sides of your neck. Just doing a semicircle type of motion, maybe even a little tuck of your chin once you get to back looking over your shoulder. Nice and gentle. Starting off with a nice, easy range of motion so that we can warm the body up. We'll do one more to get back to the other side. And then rest. Good. Then our second one is going to be an alternating tricep stretch, which will also do mobility for our upper back and shoulders. So for this one, I'm going to start by taking my arm up and over, pulling a little on that elbow, and then bring your hands back down. Just very controlled swing of the arms. Grab the other elbow, swing the arms down. We're alternating sides, reaching that hand down the back of your neck as far as is comfortable with just a little bit of a tug on that elbow. Give you a side view, gentle swing of the arms, nice controlled pace, not getting too crazy with that arm swing. Just using a gentle pull on the back of that arm to help push the hand a little bit behind your back. Last one, reach, gentle pull of the elbow, and rest. Good. And then our third one, we're going to switch to lower body for some hamstring sweeps. So this one, I'm going to start with feet just a couple inches apart. And then I'm going to put one heel forward, bend both legs as I sweep my hands down, and then alternate sides using a little bit of balance. Come back up, reach straight down, swing your arms forward, heel goes out, reach straight down, arms come forward. The goal is to feel a little bit of a hamstring stretch on the leg with the foot forward. So as you get comfortable, you can keep that leg a little bit straighter and just bend the other one to get more of a hamstring stretch on that front leg. Sweep down and forward. One more time each side. Sweep down and forward. Last one. Sweep down and rest. Very good. Now, as always, we'll go through each circuit for 2 times. So we're going to go back to that neck mobility, the half neck circles. So just find your starting point, look over one shoulder just to the side, and then gaze goes up, around to the other side, a little chin tuck, reverse it, back to the other side. Really taking your time, let your eyes kind of guide the movement here. Looking up and back over. Really important too to try to make sure that you're not kind of skipping through any ranges of motion that feel uncomfortable. Really try to keep it smooth and steady. Nice and controlled range of motion. We'll do one more time. Gazing up over one shoulder and slowly back to the other shoulder. Very good. All right, second up is going to be that overhead and shoulder mobility with our tricep reaches. So again, one hand goes behind you, gentle tug on that tricep, a little bit of a stretch, maybe noticing any difference side to side. If you notice one feels a little bit easier, one feels a little bit harder, that would be your sign. With some static stretching to maybe work on stretching that side a little bit more as well. Taking your time, nice controlled swing of the arms at the bottom. And with this, try not to excessively move your lower back or move your neck. You can kind of just let them naturally move out of the way, but make sure you're not craning your neck down or up or going into a big arch of the lower back. Last one here. And rest. Very good. And then going back to our hamstring sweeps. Find that standing position, feet a couple inches apart. And when you're ready, one heel goes forward, bend the legs, and sweep those hands. Seeing if this time you can keep the forward leg a little bit straighter. And work on that balance. Take your time. If you need to slow down so it's easier for you to balance, you don't have to keep up the exact same pace as me. Just go nice, controlled, steady pace. Sweeping those hands. Reach down first, then let the arms come up. We'll do one more on each side. Heel forward, hamstring sweep, and rest. Very good. All right, for our second circuit, we're going to go down to the floor. So find a yoga mat or carpet, nice, comfortable surface for you. And we're going to start laying on your back. So make your way down there. We'll give you a moment to find your way. Make sure your head is comfortable. You could even have your head resting on a pillow if it was a little much to have it going back to the floor. And then we're going to start with your knees tucked in. So just put your hands on your knees and we're going to do some circles with the knees, letting the hands kind of just gently guide them, going in one direction, whichever you've chosen, clockwise or counterclockwise is totally fine. And I'm trying to feel the weight shift from the side of my pelvis to the top, to the other side, to the bottom. So a little bit of weight shifting. So we're getting the maximum benefit. And now reverse whatever direction you chose. And again, just think of that weight shifting. You want to feel it go from side to top, other side, and bottom or kind of middle of your pelvis. Very good. We'll do one more time. Again, nice and slow for this one, like for most of them. And rest. Very good. Okay, second one, we have a elbow raise. This is going to be a little bit of a core exercise and posture, but it falls into that mobility category as well. I'm going to have my elbows on the floor and I'm going to think about driving my hands into the ground, and then I'm going to lift up with a long neck and come back down. Drive the elbows down. Should feel that core engage. You might even feel a little bit shaky. This is working on strength for your whole neck, upper back, core unit. And you don't have to lift up very far. Even if it's only that far, that's okay. We're just going to do two more. Not too many of these because it's a little bit more challenging. Embrace that challenge. Last one. And rest. Very good. Okay, then make your way flipped over onto hands and knees for our last one. We're gonna do some downward facing dogs. And so for this one, we're gonna add a hamstring pedal. So if you can, lift up, push the hips back, and then press one heel into the ground, and then the other one. I'm bending the alternate knee and going back and forth. I'm going to talk you through a variation. If you find that this is a little bit too much work to have your hands supporting you in this position, instead, you can have your hands resting on a wall, kind of push yourself back, and then do the same thing, trying to drop your head down, kind of in line with your arms. That's our option for if this position is a little bit too much. Just gonna be here for a moment longer. Let's do each side one more time. Pedal and pedal. Rest. Very good. All right, a couple new ones in this circuit for us. So we'll give you a moment to catch your breath. Make your way onto your back and then just take a big breath in. And exhale, let it out. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. And then we'll go back to the start of this circuit with those knee circles. So just gently guiding them with your hands. Gonna go side, tucking them towards you, other side, and away from you. Choosing whichever direction you want to go first. And I'm mostly keeping the knees somewhat touching the whole time. And then you can pay attention this round if going one direction feels a little bit more natural and comfortable than the others, and then the other way. Knowing that no body is symmetrical, so it's okay to have those little differences. They're just observations that we can catalog to maybe work on imbalances with other flexibility or strength training. Now switch directions. Knees come in, side, back, and other side. Nice and smooth, just like with our neck mobility, we want to try to not skip any parts, but make a nice round circle. Very good. We'll do one more time. And rest. Perfect. All right, then back to our most strength intensive one of the day with our elbow raises. Just having the knees bent, elbows are going to drive into the ground. And when we're ready, drive those elbows and lift up strong. Back to the ground. How far you lift is up to you, even if you only get an inch, but you keep your head and neck straight, that's wonderful. Maybe try exhaling as you lift. Maybe even notice it feels a little bit easier, having done it once already. We'll do two more times, strong lift, and last one. Lift. And down, very good. And then make your way, if you're standing, up on the wall or on your hands and knees to get ready for the down dog pedal. A third option would be to use a really sturdy chair. Make sure that chair is against a wall and have your hands there instead of the floor. So pick whichever option feels best for you. And then when you're ready, lift up, push the hips back. Pedal one side and then the other. So we're getting some ankle mobility here. Also a little shoulder strength, kind of a bit of multiple wins today on different exercises. It's nice when things overlap and you can have multiple birds with one stone. Just take your time, keep breathing. Maybe you notice you can get that heel a little closer to the ground on each side. Last ones. And rest. Very good. All right, make your way back up to standing, and we'll get ready for our third and final circuit, which we'll go through 2 rounds of, just like our last 2 circuits. And we're going to keep the ankle mobility theme going with our first exercise. It's going to be a slow eccentric calf raise. So for this one, I recommend using a wall or a chair or a broomstick, something for balance, because we just want to focus on the mobility, not the balance part for this. So feet are just about 4 or 5 inches apart. Make sure your core is a little bit engaged. You're not bent over or arching at the back, just nice and tall. You're going to lift up, and then we're going to take 4, 3, 2, 1 to come back down. Lifting up as high as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow on the way down. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. 3 more. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 more. Up strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, still nice and tall, little tightness in your core. 2, 1, and rest. Very nice. All right, then our second one is going to be back to hip mobility. For this one, we're going to do some leg swings. So again, holding on to something for balance, we're going to swing the inside leg forward and backward. Make sure your coast is clear with swinging it forward and back. And try to let this be a little bit of a passive motion. One of the few ones where I let you use some momentum. But notice my torso is still tall. I'm not moving it forward and back as I swing. I'm keeping this leg straight so that all the mobility is in my hip. 1 more. And rest. Good. If this one ever hurts your knees, make sure that you have your bottom leg is staying straight. That's usually a sign that you're kind of letting the legs and the hips and the back move with you. So just stay nice and tall, and then focus on the movement coming from this leg and the hip as we swing that inside leg again. Embracing a little bit of momentum, so long as it doesn't cause the other leg to do anything funky. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. And then our third one is going to be back to shoulder and upper back mobility with a bent over Y raise. So for this one, I'm going to have feet shoulder width apart. Keep your core engaged as you hinge over at the hips. I have a little bend in my hips and my knee. And then start with your hands together, thumbs pointing up, with them right in between your upper thighs. Then raise up to a Y like YMCA, and then bring the hands back inside the legs. Raising up, elbows as straight as they'll allow you. And back down. If this didn't feel good on your back, you're welcome to do it standing. Just make sure not to arch at the top. But if you can, stay in that bent over position. Raise up and back down. Thumbs stay pointed at the ceiling. Back down. We've got 2 more. Lift strong. And down, last one, lift, and lower back down. Very good. Okay, we have 1 more round of these to go. So we'll go back to our slow eccentric calf raise. Again, nice and tall, using something for balance, so we're really focusing just on mobility. And then when you're ready, take a breath in. Let it out. And then we'll get started. I like to have my hand here just as a reminder to keep the core engaged, so feel free to do that or put your hand on your hip. But then we're gonna lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow to lower. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Up strong. Maybe seeing if you can get a little higher up on the ball of your feet than you did the first round. This is something that's really important as we age. I see with a lot of new clients that the ability to lift up onto the toes, really engaging the calf, can decrease as we age. And so it's really useful for life, going up and down the stairs, if you're going on any ramps or hiking, to have that ability to get onto our toes, to push off with our toes, which uses a lot of our calf. We'll do 2 more. Keep that slow lowering. 1 more time. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. All right, then we're going to our leg swings. We're going to swing that inside leg. So again, stand nice and tall. Make sure the planted leg doesn't move much. And when you're ready, start that leg swing. Really think about that movement coming from the hip. How high and how far back the leg gets is really just a byproduct of the hip. So don't focus on that. Focus on the movement at the hip. We'll do 3 more. 2, 1, and switch. Nice and tall. Inside leg is our one that swings. A little more of a dynamic mobility exercise with this one. Enjoy using that momentum while you can. And we'll do 3 more. 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Alrighty, time for our last exercise of the day with that bent over Y raise. So feet are shoulder width apart, hands are together, thumbs pointing up. Nice strong hinge over as you put hands between your upper thighs. And when you're ready, straight elbows, lift into that Y raise and back down. Make sure you think about keeping some tension in your core, like you're bracing for a punch in the stomach. That'll help you not use your lower back and allow you to focus on the movement of the arms for the upper back, which is our whole main point of this position. But it is great endurance being able to hold this position while we're focusing on the Y raise. Good, great for overhead and shoulder mobility, working a little posterior delt and upper middle back. Also good subtle neck strengthening. Let's do 2 more. Stay with it. Smooth movement, last one. Lift and rest. Very good. All right, well, excellent job today. That was a little bit harder with some of the movements, so I hope you enjoyed the challenge. If you want more information from me, go over to Instagram at Hello Strength Seniors, and you can meet us here again next Tuesday, same time for more morning mobility. Hope to see you there.